April is Confederate Heritage Month. To remind neo-Confederates and Lost Cause ass clowns what their heritage is, this page is executing a daily series throughout this entire month, commemorating anniversary events and honoring Southerners who remained loyal to the United States. If you're just coming across this post, make sure to follow the page, as we'll be upsetting neo-Confederates and Lost Cause bigots all month long. Day23 of Union Victory Month, we honor the lives, service, courage, and loyalty of Andre Cailloux and other free black men and former slaves who served in the U.S. in the 1st Louisiana Native Guard against their native South. Cailloux died during the defeat of Confederates at the Siege of Port Hudson from 22 May to 9 July 1863. We spoke about him during Black History Month back in February. Fun fact number 1. There's a narrative by neo-Confederacy apologists that there were many free blacks willingly serving as Confederate soldiers. There exists very little proof that any free black man willingly served the Confederacy in any combat capacity. Most of them were forced by economic circumstances or drafted into service, and nearly all of them served as combat service support. In other words, teamsters, grave diggers, cooks, manual, menial labor, etc., and they were almost always slaves. Fun fact number 2, the 1st Louisiana Native Guard is one of those gray areas. Their unit was an all-black state militia, sort of like today's National Guard, that was raised by free men of color, but never served in a combat capacity and existed mostly to defend New Orleans, and only during the very early part of the war. Consisting mostly of Afro-Creoles, the unit was formed of about 1,500 men in April 1861 and was formally accepted as part of the Louisiana State Militia in May 1861. After being ignored, rarely activated, and eventually forcibly disbanded by the Confederacy because black men, free or slave, could not own or possess weapons, eventually the unit reconstituted itself as a last-ditch defense of New Orleans to help evacuate white citizens. The Union captured New Orleans, and the 1st Louisiana Guard refused to evacuate and promptly surrendered to the Union. In short order, the unit was reorganized as a federal or Union unit of the same name, though only 10% of its members chose to continue as Union soldiers with that unit. Cailloux was one of them, along with Morris W. Morris, a Jamaican of mixed ethnicity who went on to become an actor and establish a dynasty of white-passing and mixed ethnicity actors, the Bennett family, notably Joan Bennett. It is worth noting that many of the soldiers who opted not to serve with the Union version of the Native Guard ended up serving with other regiments later in the war. Fun fact number 3. Bonus! The guys at Bravo Whiskey Charlie Films filmed a Western, and one of the characters in the film is a black Civil War veteran who served in the Louisiana Guard on both the gray and the blue side. A reminder that the Confederacy were traitors who betrayed the United States and tried to destroy the Union out of spite. Reminder that heritage, not hate, is lost cause horseshit. A reminder, lost cause narrative is revisionist history bullshit. Reminder that the South seceded over slavery and economic factors tied to slavery. Also, reminder that the Confederacy is a bunch of traitors who lost, got their asses kicked, and were forced to beg to be readmitted into the Union. P.S. Your flag is a participation trophy. Admin Tim 316 says get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry.